I just finished Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm a grown man.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
Yes, I know, this is a movie channel, but here we are doing a book. So, let's roast the consumers. See what I did there? Who not hated, but disliked Suzanne Collins' Sunrise on the Reaping. I say dislike because Amazon shows that the latest Hunger Games novel actually doesn't have any 1 or 2 star ratings out of 47,000 reviews. So let's jump into roasting the first 3-star review I found. Rachel gives Sunrise on the Reaping 3 stars. She says, "Great book, but there are no page numbers. It's driving me crazy." Well, get a new book, Rachel. No, I don't mean a new copy. I mean literally a new book. If you're gonna bitch about something completely out of the author's hands, then do it to a book that actually sucks. The Great Gatsby, for instance. Worst case scenario, just fill it in with a little pencil. But for the rest of you, to show you just how many people like Rachel are roaming the streets free at night, I decided to just clump them all together, so here we go. Nathan complains his book was damaged. Alice Grace is not happy. Josefa says, libro roto. B says, excited for the book, not excited for the damage. Well then, you're not prepared for the damage it's gonna do to your heart. Peak complained that some pages were stuck together.
Chandler!
Another Rachel says, missing chapter 8 entirely and looks like part of chapter 7. That the heck? I love these and it's a bit disappointing. That the heck indeed. How do you know you love them if they're missing? Sagria claims the book is dirty. Well, it may not be appropriate for 5-year-olds, but let me tell you, it is no 50 Shades of Grey or Everybody Poops. There's several more of these ridiculous reviews that people think that Suzanne Collins actually has a say or a hand in the production of the books. All I could do is just ring the alarm on these village idiots. Stupid! Stupid! Zythor also gave Sunrise on the Reaping 3 out of 5 stars. He says, cameos were carelessly thrown in and you can largely predict the story arc without reading the book. You literally just defined a prequel. You jackass! If you're going into a prequel without knowing the ending, then what are you doing reading it? The cameos you complain about are what tie the source material together. Tell me, Zythor, are you the abusive father who shows your children the Star Wars prequels before the originals? Because if you are, I'm calling CPS on your ass. Amazon customer gives it 3 stars and says that Sunrise on the Reaping felt like an afterthought. Well, Suzanne Collins wrote The Hunger Games, and then afterwards, she thought about writing a prequel about Haymitch. Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner for the Nobel Prize nominee! Meaning, prize us with a favor and stay the hell out of Barnes & Noble. Anybody else think that was dumb? No? Okay, good. Good enough to get you to subscribe, right? Genius says, it just seemed like any regular boy who went into the Hunger Games. Excuse me. These are people's sons, foes, bros, thews, as in nephews. You tell me if their family members would classify them as just any other boy. You damn sicko! Were you the one peeing on the Vietnam Memorial last summer? Let's see what else this pestilence wrote. Strategies were discussed among the reaped. Deaths were described. Snow was awful. Nothing new. Droids made jokes. Limbs were severed. Death Stars were destroyed. Check, please, moving on. Trail Runner 21 says, I found the singular LGBT reference glaringly at odds and it only served to check a box. Well, I mean, that's literally what people voted for with DEI. Can we ever make you people happy? Okay. I made fun of Trail Runner's issue with the LGBT line. Now it's time to hit the other side. So in case you didn't read the book or in case you missed it, I'm still going to keep it spoiler free, but just so you know, there is a line that is serviceable to the LGBTQ community. I'll keep this spoiler free as I promised in the title. But there is literally one line in the book that talks about somebody being a homo. Now, I don't want to come across as derogatory because I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube by saying the word sexual, as in homosexual. Anyway, there is a homo that Bristol South has an issue with. It says, to be honest, I read that sentence 3 or 4 times because I was shocked it was in there, and I honestly hoped I was misunderstanding it. Honey, it's 2025! Statements and dropped lines like this are never misunderstandings. In fact, we're at a point where if there is no mention of homo, then that's when you need to do a double take. Because then you clearly missed something. He goes on. So either she made it, she being Suzanne Collins, made it very vague and easy to misunderstand, or she really did throw that in there. I mean, either way, if she whispered it or shouted it, she still said it. So yes, however you choose to look at it, she really did throw that in there. It is 100% unnecessary and will make me wary of any future books. Any future books? You're throwing off an entire lifestyle. Whatever. I'm sure she was just talking about Suzanne Collins books, which, by the way, hang until the end because I will recommend some more Suzanne Collins books that are not in the Hunger Games series. But come on, are you going to stop wearing clothes because they were designed by homo? Or what if your Burger King burger flipper is gay? Are you going to demand somebody else flip your Whopper? Or here's one. What if you won a golden ticket and you get to take the tour of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? Once inside, you get to the fudge packing room and you see the janitor over in the corner mopping up the floor. You get to talking to him, and he tells you that he has a son. Naturally, you ask him if his son is gay or straight. You know, because you need to make sure his son is necessary. And the janitor says, not to his knowledge, no. But he does know that his son is friends with the neighborhood librarian. And he once saw that librarian walk into a ma and pop boutique shop where a pride parade was underway. And when the son asked him who the flowers were for, he said his wife, because her gay brother just died of cancer. So if all that happened, would you then walk out of the fudge packing area or leave the Willy Wonka tour altogether? Where do you draw the line? I don't know. Mel says, I felt like the story was trying to fit into a box to pander to fans of the original trilogy. You know, we've been misusing the word pander, haven't we? Pandering can be a good thing. And in fact, I think it's more than a good thing. I think it's often good. When I go to Domino's, I want to be pandered to with pizza. When I go to the zoo, I want to be pandered by the bears. The koala bears, the grizzly bears, the panda bears, and maybe feed them some member berries. Blessed Angel, that's a bit pretentious, says, I wish I could have given it 5 stars. Blessed Angel, you could have. You could have given it 5 stars. No one was stopping you. This is a situation where you very easily could have made your own wish come true. But you missed it, Blessed Angel, Mother of Mary and Zeus's gooses. It's like using your blinker. Just move your finger half an inch and click. You got 2 more stars. Stacy Ackerman had smudges on her copy. Well, Stacy, nobody required you to run a blacklight past your book. Charlotte W. says, couldn't put the book down. But she gave it 3 stars. Saying you couldn't put the book down, it's automatically 5 stars. That is a 5-star review. 10 if the scale is 10. Unless you literally couldn't put it down because like Stacy's smudged book, it would not come off of your hands. Charlotte goes on. I hated the ending though. Guess it had to end this way. Wanted better for Haymitch. How else was the story supposed to end? Did you think Haymitch ended up a stumbling alcoholic because he simply liked barley? First, you've got people who say the book was too predictable. And now you have people like Charlotte who didn't see the ending coming. She was as thrown as a frisbee. I'm supposed to believe that these people are literary? I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I can't anymore. Check out my next book review where I will be talking about the definitive inside story of the epic hit series. Can you guess what book that is? But don't worry, this is still a movie channel. I'm just gonna throw some books in there. So I'll see you in the next video and all. Oh, one last thing. Suzanne Collins. She wrote another book series. It's for younger readers called Gregor and the Underland. Gregor and the Underworld. Gregor. Just look those up. They are really good. They're as well written as the Hunger Games books. And also, she wrote a picture book. It's It's called Year of the Jungle. It's about the Vietnam War, of all things. So check those out. Well, then you're not prepared for the damage it's gonna do to your heart. 'Cause if you are, I'm calling CPA. Because if you are, I'm calling CPA. I'm calling CPA. Because if you are, I'm calling CPA. Okay, so it wasn't CPA, it's CPS. What was I thinking? Child protection assholes? Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. I can't do it. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Congratulations! We have a winner for the Nobel Prize nominee.